Welcome back, everybody, to Final Fantasy 14 Online. I am me, and joined by my good friend Neek.
Hello.
And I forgot the plot point. Merchant is evil, and he hates immigrants and the poor. Or something.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's just kind of the old storyline, yeah.
How dare poor people be poor? They should have thought about that before they were poor.
Yeah, they're refugees from the from Alamigo, which was taken over by the Garlean Empire.
Where am I going? Into the Rising Stone with those billion other quests. Hello! I, the hero of light and time and everything nice, have returned!
Are you gonna do all the level 50 quests before you go on to the Heaven's Word?
Part of me is like, maybe I should. And the other part of me is like,
that's a lot of fucking quests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
because
go on.
well, the thing is, like, if you wait until you're high level, you'll just be able to unsync the dungeons and just like one hit everything. So.
Serpent Terror. Hello, Minfilia. It's a relief to see you're healthy and hail, Guest. The latest news from Odal was most disturbing. The fuck you're heading the paws! Clearly, the only injury Alphinaud suffered was to his ego. Doubtless, it will heal ere long. The other Scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I'll send them now. All of this shit is worthless, I think. No, it's not, actually. I really fucking wish the compare button would work. Well, I mean, this is the better one. And then I put on the better one. I go, oh! And then I go, grab a plate, and I go, oh! Fire! Oh shit, my watch is gone. Fuck. Whatever. Here. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then, I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called for the revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. I look at like the 7 other primals, I've like fucking bitch smacked, like, oh no.
I mean, yeah, that's why they called you here. They're like, we need you to kill another primal.
I'm sorry, may have? Then it's not certain. The Elder Seedseer informs us that elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, Antecedent, but that fact needs not contradict the Elemental's testimony. Unlike his most bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on Ramu is reputed to act only in defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if he were any foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. You were Sholinic, I think. Whatever, you're Sholinak.
Okay. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements?
I forgot that her weapon is just a stick she picked up off the side of the road.
Yep. If preparations for summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely have not escaped your notice.
Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen. Just not this soon.
I beg your pardon. You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it.
Just a good fight. I told Papalimo. I suppose I could have reported things from Philia. No, Papalimo. I could have reported things from Philia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. They already someone to remove once right after Calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. And as long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have the guardian deity on hand. In short, Eda and I are in agreement. The actions of the Forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observations would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. People going to the major city? Impossible! By all accounts, the recent violence in Oda drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees.
To be fair, before the Calamity, like, it used to be if you, like, stepped on the wrong twig, the elementals would just fucking explode you, basically.
'Tis like that. The Sylphs perceived this panic migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their efforts to summon their god.
I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the ways for the primal's coming.
Yes. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eorzea would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Yes, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Nosolis, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict of Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past now achieve so much success with a patron deity? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to break the cycle of primal summoning.
A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial.
But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seed Seers requested your personal involvement, Cass. Pray report to Commander Hiloi at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able to. Do yourself for the worst. While I hope for peace and resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Leven will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Woo!
You did it.
I did it! Hey! Still waiting for them to announce Resident Evil 5 remake.
Yep.
Like, again, I stand by. It'd be fucking wild for them not to, just because of how popular of a game RE5 was. Like, it was one of the best-selling Resident Evil games.
Plus 5 and one City of 5 and 6, they pretty much would have done all of them, all the ones as well that were kind of panned at the start for them. Like 6 wasn't well received, but they could remake it into something that's like better.
I don't think 5 was panned at release. Like people like
I think that it wasn't like panned, but like compared to 4, people didn't like it as much.
People were like, this is a downgrade from 4, which fair.
Yeah.
But
four was really big shoes to fill.
Yeah,
like,
but people also said generally that it was a great co-op game.
Yeah.
Which it is. Like even now, it's still a fun co-op game. It's just the game is kinda short-ish. Like when you compare it to other Resident Evil games, I think. Because like, RE4 is a kind of long game.
Yeah.
Festival of the Scions, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of Primal has ever caused for alarm and unease. Though my men sent ready for any eventuality, I know of none more qualified than you to step up the threat. Indeed, and have you do so without delay. Quickly, kill the gods, I do not wish to deal with anymore. The Elder Seed Seer will speak of you first. She is the opinion that you're diplomatic rather than martial skills. We rotate the camera to my guy who said, like, maybe the entirety of the story said maybe like 30 words.
Yeah.
Martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray, make your way to Nofika's altar. The conjurer intends to admit you to low stand. Okay. Where the fuck is that? Over there. What event's going on right now?
The moon fire fair. You can get a fan waving emote and do a jumping puzzle for no rewards.
Nice.
The jumping puzzle I think it had a reward in like its first year, and people just like it, so they keep bringing it back. But at least for me, this game has too janky of a jump mechanics to make jumping puzzles enjoyable.
I would agree. I dislike the lack of control you have in the air. Hello, Raptor!
Yeah.
How are you doing?
Which, to be fair, with the exception of like where they do jumping puzzles, it doesn't matter.
What's going on
Like,
here, squirrel man?
I don't know.
Fucking bright as
player.
fuck. It is a player, but like he's like, hey.
Yeah. That's one of the. I think that's one of the might be one of the ultimate weapons, but it's some sort of like high tier, like hard to get weapon because you have to like know your shit basically.
The ultimate weapon. I don't know what level raptors are now. You have the signs have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Yeah! I'm good, just asking. Nice! Always good when you can relax. Fucking... I'm really annoyed at EDF for being like, we will look into getting rid of the required Epic server, and then just like, they haven't said anything for like 3 weeks or something.
I know.
If we just wait long enough, the people will forget about it. They'll stop asking us to, like, cut the contract. Hey, Kaniseta. Got you up for throne? Nice!
Scions of the Seventh
Oh, yeah,
Dawn,
yeah, boys.
on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature.
Yes.
But a short while ago,
Read
the
for
great
me.
elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity.
Yeah.
Ramu is returned unto the
Ramu.
forest. Scarce had his words ceased to echo in mine ears when we were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Okay. Hello, Sifling.
Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown,
I feel like it'd be
we
really
may
awkward
safely assume
being like
that
one of the
primal was
guards
summoned
at
within
one of
the
these
heart of
meetings
the
that are talking about
Sylphans.
slaying a god. It's like, I feel like I'm unnecessary
Unlike the
here.
other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a
Wait,
way to share the
you tell me this guy here is gonna kill one of the gods with an axe? Just hit him really hard?
May be avoided.
Oh. Why am I here?
Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The Twelves Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you.
Cat's being silly behind me.
Safeguard the peace which exists between
Yes, you
our
are.
peoples.
Here. Oh, we
You
couldn't
have
afford
my
to get a voice
thanks.
actor for the self. We also couldn't afford to
Pray make
reuse the
for
voice
solid
actors for their
stand.
characters here.
A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin. An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelveswood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation.
I
Have
shiver
care.
in fear and anticipation of the upcoming death. Oh, that was done. Hot. Inspiring. Or am I going back to the fucking Little Souls? Away! I love these quest sticks. They're just run to point A, talk to guy, run to point B, talk to guy, run to point C, talk to guy, run to point D, talk to guy.
Yeah. Yeah, they, this section of quests between the end of A Realm Reborn and, like, the beginning of Heavensward has been cut down and has just is generally considered, I wouldn't say it's, like, bad, but it's, like, the, like, low point of, like, the game, essentially. Because it just goes on for too long.
Can't smooth the signs. I was so expect you. I understand you gotta treat the Papa Rabu himself an unenviable task, but for one for which I have no doubt you are suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting investigation in the areas you speak, that we might ascertain the location where the Lord of Levin might be found. I'd ask you to abide here until the return of the findings. Could you just, like, chill, please? Wait, vitality. Oh, he's a bad. No one else, you're like, wait, but like, I was so message as soon as fellow science finished investigation. I did not imagine it'd be much longer. Oh, look at that. I can read it. This will be tons of containing ways once I finish searching and have wisely identified the precise location of the Dutch one summoned Lord of Rabu. Damning's expectable, my flattery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good man to some silence? It'd be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please, come with this one. Wow, the place where something they've got is like just 10 feet away. Fucking wild. Yeah, it's the place that has, like, the ritual that I've done, like, a ton of fucking quests at already. That's so weird.
Yeah.
Hey, you see that giant, purple, menacing thing? Oh, that's what the gun is. We should fuck it up. Wise ones have ventured deep over the sofa, and these ones must proceed carefully. Keep an eye out for the touch ones. Okay. This one is most sorry, but this one can't go no further. Turn too close to Lord Ramu, this one may turn mean and nasty like touch ones. And so this one must say farewell for now. Walking one will find a wise one. It's not far from here. And to the south, go and save your walking one. So, it's actually you. I believe for a moment, though, I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters. I swear, that wicked havoc with their skin-changing magic, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Ishota's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up.
That's hilarious. That's quite enough, Papalimo.
Ahem. My apologies, it's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I am pleased to say I've reached an indisputable conclusion. To wit, that Ramu is calling forth from the vicinity of the Sylph's Aetheryte. Come! The Lord Eleven awaits! Ooh. Hey, Ramu! Why don't you just, like...
betrays thee.
Chill. I've killed, like, 11 of you guys so far. Oh, hi, kitty. Meow. Oh, it's fucking Gandalf!
Yeah. This guy's fucking, like, cool.
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit,
Yeah.
Titan,
Yeah.
Garuda,
Yeah.
and Leviathan.
Yeah. There's some others in there, too.
I am Ramu, guardian of the
At this
children
point,
of the
those are the
forest.
primals you
I killed
killed.
Ultima! Ultima killed, like, 3 primals. That's
Well,
gotta...
Ultima's not a primal. It's a big
Ultim-
fucking robot that kills primals.
Ultima killed like 3 primals and absorbed their powers, and then I killed him. That counts. At
Big
least
fucking robot.
for 1.
Big fucking robot doesn't count. If you want the Ultima Primal, you're gonna have to wait till the actual Ultima Primal.
Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Hey, man, we all want to be chill. I'll beat you
Gridanians
up.
proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
Actually, I think that the Ultima fight, it's not a primal so much as like an outer-versal threat.
Carest not for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell
You got
beneath
the
these
evil
boughs
one.
in
It's not my
solitude.
fault.
Yet, even that was too much to ask of man.
Look, Ramu, if you want to fucking throw hands, we can throw hands. It won't end well for you.
Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Redanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other. Thy conflicts have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born?
Yeah.
It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature.
In my defense, every single guy I have killed has been in self-defense.
Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Yeah. A crystal. Purple.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. The that they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal, shouldst thou survive my trial.
Okay.
If thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee. Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
If you win, we'll be chill. If not, I will genocide the entire Earth. It's like, alright.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
I know it's not, but could you imagine if it was Jack here? Jack would be like, look, we got peace or not? It's like, if you want peace, not it is! He jumps up, grabs him by the face, just fucking breaks him over his knee.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
Under my glasses.
I must
There's
beg
another
thine
pair of
aid on
glasses.
a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Do what you want. I don't care. If none of you will help me win, and if I lose, it doesn't matter. Alright, nigga, get you. I don't remember what the fuck I'm doing. Sir. We're friends, miss. Invite. I don't know what the fuck.
I feel like being a healer this time.
Secretary, hard. Yeah, I'm sure it won't take too long. The other guy'd be primary too. I don't know what I'm doing.
With healer and tank, you kind of get Qs fast.
Oi! You challenge the Bringer of Light to like honorable one-on-one combat. He shows up with like 8 other fucking boys. Like, wait a minute.
What do I have? I have. Okay. Someone actually says the mechanics. If you're tethered, you need to collect 3 orbs to break it, and take thunderstorms to stun the players so they don't gotta sit in timeout forever.
Okay.
It all makes sense.
Take the thunderstorms to this.
Yeah.
Is the other guy in... Yeah.
Yeah, he's in tank stance, so. That was the thunderstorm, by the way. Thought there was an ability called thunderstorm. I am stunned. I am still stunned. It's like a 45-second
Well, that's what I've got.
debuff.
Well, what if I get lightning out?
Thank you. Kill the ants!
Just keep the 2 that the primary deck doesn't have record up. Absolutely like
Uh-huh.
I am stunned.
Jesus.
I am the terror. Yes, hit me with all the lightning bolts. Yes! I am a tank. I can take it. Oh yeah. If you're telling me those. Do we both need to get 3 just one?
I think one of us.
Hey. There it again!
I don't have a thunderstorm. So I
So
can't
this is
help
a
you.
bad place to get that out.
I mean, like, you'll be fine.
It hit me a lot there.
Oh yeah, commendations because I'm a healer. And no other reason.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Eh? Ah!
and I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine.
Okay.
Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light.
You summon
alone.
your god, you watch as this
Stray not
dipshit
from
comes
the
and
path,
beats his ass and
for if
goes like,
thou
hey,
dost,
they're
thy
cool.
people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act.
I wouldn't call that
Unnecessary
slaying him,
one.
but, you know. He seemed kinda chill. Banishing seems more apt.
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Asir.
Who's stronger, Nick? One of these dipshit primals or the god of the whatever the fuck they are, the pompadours?
But let us conclude our present business. I shall
Yeah.
expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones.
Well, that was also primal, so.
Yeah, but what's wrong with that? The primals, the dipshit primals who kind of been getting their shit slapped in, or the oh great Wallywog the 37th or what the fuck his name was.
It kind of depends on, like, how much Aether they have, so I think they're kind of all, like, the same-ish, except for, like, a few.
I feel like I'm at like I've killed like 12 or 13 primal equivalents then.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, primals are kind of just, like, nothing, like, for you, especially, like, as you get later in the story, you're just, like, doesn't even matter. Like, the main thing is that makes you different with the fighting primals is the fact that since you have the echo, they can't just, like, mind control you.
Imagine summoning God and just like Jerry from accounting runs in and throws a haymaker and God just explodes.
Yeah. Cause Jerry was born blessed by God, so therefore cannot be like mind controlled.
Yes, got Ramu received your visit. Kicked his ass. And now we have peace.
He was like, "We can never have peace," and then then I showed him the crystal.
showed him
And he
a
was like, "I want to
crystal.
fight you."
It was like, I want to fight you, and if you beat me and kill me, then I won't kill the humans. And I went, alright. That was gonna be the plan either way, I guess. The peoples of both Gridani Little Souls will be relieved that you that the Lord of Levin accepted you as the Forest Champion of Peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Cass. The Elder Seeds here must perform your deeds at once. Okay. The Elder Seeds here wish you the experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridani and make the direction for the Lotus Stand. If a calendar, no, for Kazana will be expecting you very well. Whenever I get these things, like, I feel like there's better things for me to do than be like, you know, tell like 8 different people how I slapped God in his dumb face.
Yeah.
I feel like there's better things I could be doing. I go, well, you don't understand it. We really want to hear how you slapped God in his dumb face. And I go, okay, I get that, but like, there's like an active war going on right now. I feel like there's better things I could be doing.
Is there an active war that you care about going on?
Kind of. Because it was like, I mean, like we have the fucking Sahagin or whatever the fuck, and like their thing going on.
Well, yeah, no, because you pushed the shit in out of their fucking primal guy. So
yeah,
like
and they're but there's like the guy who's like, oh, they're immortal or whatever, and they got eaten by their god. Like, oh, they could do more of this or something. Oh. Welcome back on inside. We who knew of your mission have been most anxious to see you return. The outer seats here await you with it. Hey, again, you fucking tell like the Jerry from accounting you have to go kill the god of the forest, and he's back in like 10 fucking minutes. Like he's done, he's dead. What? Yeah, like 5 of those 10 minutes was spent trying to find him. And the other 5 was throwing hands. He did not stand up to the hands. There should really be like some crumblings of faith here.
Somewhat of faith?
Crumbling of faith.
Oh.
Like,
well, they worship the elementals, which are a different thing than the...
Well, but like the Sahagin, you know, the Sahagin see me, you know, kick the absolute shit out of their god for like the 3rd time. Like, Maybe we could worship someone else.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon
What?
you. Most glad am I of
What
this.
heavy burden? You told me to beat up a god. That's a normal Tuesday for me.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramu ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
I gave him the crystal, and it was like, "Oh, you've been chosen by my people," or something. And he's like, "that we shall have a fight to the death, and if you kill me, then we're cool. And if I kill you, then we're not cool." And I killed him.
Ramu made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness
Oh,
without.
it's the darkness of humanity. It's unable to bear.
It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugee. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off.
I have a dream. Man, lady, I hate to break it to you, but like, as long as you let merchants be one of the
elementals both,
greedy fucking people
that you and your
control
fellow scions
factions, we ain't gonna have peace.
I mean, she's for like the forest people who they let the elementals control their actions.
That still seems kinda shit. The
To be
elementals who
fair-
are like, you step on a stick, you die.
Yeah, it was kind of shit.
You sneeze in the forest, you die.
Yeah, but like, you know, it was an actual thing, so you kind of had to listen to them.
Oh, you're a sleepwalker, you die. Someone picked you up and threw you into a tree, and you brush against a stick, you die. We are the elementals, we are a glorious people, or something dark side.
Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
I know you've, like, saved us from the Empire once already, and you killed Ultima by yourself, and you killed the fucking
Ramu
Kingdom
has
Hearts
departed,
enemies by
yet the
yourself.
king of this
But now that you
Iliad
killed
grows no
Gandalf,
less
now
insistent.
I'll help you.
Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Hey, Papalimo. Thus ends another daunting mission, eh? Yeah, daunting. I noticed all the helping you guys gave. I hope Lord Ramu could be persuaded words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the adroitness which you responded to the Primal Sun challenge. And it seems that Urianger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Cass? Shall we gather back the raisins on part of the lesson of the day? Oh, hi, kitty. Is this Gunter? Oh, this is Pally. Hi, Pally. The only distinguishing feature between either of them is fucking whether they're white on the nose or not.
Well, I thought that one of them had like white boots too.
Nope, they both have white boots.
Ah.
The only difference that I've been able to tell is whether or not they have white on their nose.
Ah.
Which, without looking at you, makes it kind of hard to be like, which one are you? I can't even be like, ah, yes, the personality. It's like, they're both very cuddly cats. And they both act very similarly. They're littermates. Callie. Are you interested in sitting in my lap, or do you just want to attack my monitor? Yep. No, wants to attack the monitor. Welcome back, Cast. What if your momentous account of Lord Ramu precedes you? I would... I zoom in on the screen. My fucking preview so I can... There we are. I would fain share news of my own, but new discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat, Lord 11, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of the Ascian's immortality. Assemble to discuss his observations together. When I saw him kill Gandalf, I knew how immortality worked.
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Urianger, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
Oh,
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
It's funny
The
when like
significance of Yashtola's
Typing-
readings might
like,
better
he's
be
pronouncing
understood
her
in the
name wrong.
context of
Like-
that realm, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Fucking.
Let
The
us begin
more
at
you
what some
know!
might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
I'm just reminded, just slightly, of Final Fantasy VII or whatever the fuck, where it's like, the main villain's goal is to eat the world heart. Capitalism unfettered! I will consume the world ether and use it to run my generators! I'll be rich!
The restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
How, do you just having a presentation set up? Or where is this shit coming from?
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape. Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
I gotta say, this seems uncomfortable. Like, just having your ears, like, stick out and just be in the hat, that feels uncomfortable.
Yeah. Or maybe little mittens for your ears.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist
Them
in a
hearts-looking
manner
ass.
all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
That's what I told you guys, just keep fucking killing them. Eventually they run out of bodies.
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
I am sorry, my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Ah, I need a soul stone. Yoink! Soul stones in Elder Scrolls are so fucking dark.
Yeah.
Fuck you! Charge my fucking stick!
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I'm bad at puzzles.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Alright, guys, they killed another primal. The Lord of Leaven is returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. God forbid we voice act this part, Nick. God forbid.
Yeah.
Money. Mole's acquiescence was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Clag, Whirl, Levin, all have now been humbled by the Bringer of Light. The limitless potential of man, Hidalian's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the Masters survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it innovates, the Ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our very effort. It is I! The exact same model! Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eosia's fertile soil. Need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall new deity arise. That which was shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again. Oh, 658 monies! Hey, Ophelia. Now the matter of Ramu has, for the present, been put to rest. There is something I would show you, guest. This scroll is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, a acknowledging the Scion's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, the names of all the defeated Primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Magomog, Leviathan, and now Ramu. Needless to say, there's only one among our numbers who have faced them all. There's only one number of your members who's faced them, period, not all.
Yeah, who's faced any of them?
It's been just me! Oh, you guys kind of sit and cheer me on. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel they're meant for you above all others. Oh, you don't say! I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Castivore, and Eorzea is that much the safer for your presence. Pray, do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Yassians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such a time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would form and strife on his own, and that's to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the Primals too will return to plague us again, and again, and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace, we owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in doing. Our list of enemies have ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solus who wish not of conflict. Of the Ala Megans and the Adomans who sent of us determined to halt the dread march of the Empire. And then there are the many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of all. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, Antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust I will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Who this? Oh, hey, Alphanot.
Little shit.
Little shit! Alphanot! I take it the troubles in Odon no longer require your attention? There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence has largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. I have a message for you from Ella. You recall the refugee girl, the one whose parents were missing? They are found unharmed. She wished me to pass her thanks to you. Why, Alphanot, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Castivore, you have been away from Revenant's toll for some time now. I believe, might I suggest that you put the affairs of your realm to one side for the moment, and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yosin was his name, I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Hey! Okay, I am getting very tired, so I do believe that is where we shall end it for today. Another Primal down? Many more to kill?
At this rate, we'll be in Heaven's Word by the end of the decade.
Well, Nick, I get on it a day when I don't work.
Well, eventually. Maybe I'll be able to.
Eventually. Good night, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you later.